こんばんは、B チャンネルです。
こんばんは、マークです。
Welcome to our channel.
Youkoso! 元気ですか？
はい、元気です。
元気です。はい。
はい。
Me too.
はい。
What's our Japanese word for this week?
Today, おいしい。
おいしい?
Mm.
Oh, what does おいしい mean?
おいしい is taste good.
Taste good? Delicious?
Delicious.
So I hear it a lot on Japanese TV.
おいしい、おいしい。
Yes, everything people eat is おいしい.
What do you think in Japanese food? おいしい。
Which Japanese food do I think is おいしい? I like spicy ramen, but it's difficult to get spicy ramen. You have to add extra. Then I like sushi. I like yakiniku. I like shabu shabu. I like okonomiyaki. What else? I like sukiyaki, tempura, yakisoba, and what else? I like takoyaki.
Good.
You?
はい。I like ね。
Yes.
はい。I like 餃子。
Gyoza.
餃子。
Yes. Gyoza is from Utsunomiya.
はい。famous.
Where you're from.
Yes, famous.
Yes.
餃子。I like 餃子。
Yes.
はい。What do you think?
Gyoza is really nice. You make very good gyoza.
うん。
I'm happy when you make gyoza.
うん。
It's really nice.
はい。
So, oishi means delicious.
はい。
So, do we always use oishi when we want to say delicious?
おいしい。超おいしい。
Choishi means very delicious.
超おいしい。はい。
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, how would you say the gyoza was delicious?
餃子。おいしい。
So, just gyoza.
おいしい。
So, if you've just finished eating, you just say gyoza.
おいしかった。
おいしかったです。So, it's like the past tense. It was delicious.
Yeah, yeah.
So, おいしい、おいしかったです。
おいしかった。
おいしかったです。
Yes.
While you're eating, you say おいしい
うん。
because you haven't finished.
うん。
Yes?
うん。
Okay. So, when you come to Japan, I think you will find a lot of delicious foods and you'll be able to use おいしい a lot. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, excellent. Good. So, what are we talking about next?
Place.
Place? Okay, so
Yes.
what's this week's
餃子
Japanese place?
city is 栃木。
Tochigi.
宇都宮。
So, Tochigi is the prefecture and
Yes.
Utsunomiya is the city.
City.
Yes?
Yes.
So, that's where you're from.
Yes.
Yes.
餃子 city.
Yes.
Yes.
So, how about Tochigi? So we talked about other prefectures, what they're famous for. For this, famous for gyoza. Are they famous for anything else?
栃木 has 那須 and Nikko very famous place. North side.
So what is Nikko?
Nikko is 家康 gravy, like a graveyard, and Nikko is very famous place and big. Many students go there to see that.
On a trip?
Yes.
I see. So similar to, junior high school students maybe go to Okinawa.
Yes.
Or they go to Hiroshima and they go to Nikko.
Yes.
Yes. I see. So their school trip.
It's good.
Good. And what can you see in Nikko? If you go there, what will you see?
What's is through water.
Waterfall.
Waterfall, big sheep.
Big Buddhas.
No.
Temples.
Toshogu.
So temples and shrines.
And can see, can read, can watch, can hear, can't.
The three monkeys. Yes. See no evil, hear no evil, say no evil. Yes. Good.
And
yes.
More.
So there's a lot to see there. Good,
yes.
good.
Then Nikko is the Natsu is Natsu is both other side. Natsu has snowboard, ski snowboard, and good ground.
Yes.
Picnic.
Yes.
Or cow or sheep.
Cattle. Lots of livestock.
Yeah.
Yes.
And milk.
Yes. And there must be a lot of farming there because.
Yeah, like farmers park.
Yes. They have a lot of allotments. Your father has an allotment
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
yes?
yeah,
And
yeah.
he sends us potatoes and carrots and lots of different
Mhm.
vegetables that he's grown,
Mm.
and they're really tasty as well. They're
Mm.
really good. So nice vegetables from Tochigi.
Mm.
So and also Tochigi is a lot closer to Tokyo than the other
Mm.
places we talked about.
Yes.
So how long from Tokyo to say Utsunomiya?
Local train
Local
is
train.
1 hour half.
And then Shinkansen?
Shinkansen 50 minutes.
50 minutes. So that's pretty close to Tokyo.
Yes.
It's easy to get there and back in a
Yes,
day.
yes.
Yes.
Mm.
And then also you can get a bus from Utsunomiya to Narita Airport as well. So if you decide to end your trip there, it's easy to get to the airport to fly home as well. So that's good. And then also Utsunomiya is a pretty big city, so there's plenty to do in the city if people want to go and visit there too. Yeah, and we've obviously been there a few times because we've met your parents there and stuff like that. So I can definitely recommend Tochigi and Utsunomiya as a good place to visit. So if you come to Japan and you want to taste traditional or genuine gyoza, then Tochigi is the place to go. Really, yes. And then there's lots of good vegetables there as well, and plenty of things to see and do as well. Great.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about next?
Culture.
Culture, Japanese culture.
Niwashi.
Niwashi. So can you say it slowly?
Niwashi.
Niwashi. So niwashi is cutting.
Outside, cutting. Yeah, cutter.
Yes.
Cutting. Yes.
So is it like, say, if you have a tree or a hedge, you cut it in a shape? Yes. So in English we would say topiary. Topiary. Topiary in English is like, maybe you have a small bush and you cut it and it makes a globe. Things like this?
Yes.
Good. So there's a tradition here in Japan.
Yeah, niwashi cutting. Yes. They get much money because they cry.
Yes.
Then cut beautiful tree.
Yes.
They made.
Yes. And so how would it work? Is it that they just do it in, say, public places, or do people want, say, if I have a tree, would I be able to get someone to come and do it? Yes.
Yes.
I see. So it is kind of like topiary that way.
Yes.
And then where are good places to see it? To see, is there certain parks you can go to see a lot of niwashi?
Bonsai-cho.
Bonsai-cho.
Yes, Saitama.
So we live in Saitama, so it's not too far from here. Next city?
No, next town.
Next town across from where we are. So good. So it's really close to us. So and are there competitions? Yes.
Yeah.
Do people take them very seriously? Yes. And there is it attached as well to the. I know there's a World Bonsai Festival here in Saitama as well. Yes. May. Yes. So if you're really into bonsai, then here in Saitama is the place to come, really, because it's the home of niwashi, and niwashi is associated with bonsai. Yes, but niwashi can be bonsai or it can be big trees also. Yes. So if you're into that kind of thing, if you're into either topiary or bonsai, then niwashi really is the Japanese culture for you. And May is a good time to come because then the World Festival of Bonsai is on, and you can check that out. So that's very interesting. Yeah. So what are we going to talk about next?
Modern culture.
Modern culture.
Do you know Rakugo?
Rakugo. What is Rakugo?
Rakugo is one guy sitting, talking about.
Yes, I know this. So he has a cushion.
Yes.
And then he has a fan, and so it's like a prop, and he uses the fan for many different things. He can maybe pretend to be eating with chopsticks with it.
Yeah. But audience is fun, laughing.
Yes. So it's like traditional Japanese comedy,
Yes.
and it's a certain style. It's a one-man show. He sits on a cushion, and then he uses the fan and different props
Yes.
to tell stories or to tell jokes.
Yes.
And actually, when I taught in junior high school, there was, I can't remember his name, but there was one famous Rakugo entertainer. And what he did was he did one in English and brought it around the world. So he went to Australia and America and stuff like that. So, so Rakugo, is it still popular in Japan?
Yes. Even but it's joking.
Yes.
It's nice, good talking.
Yes.
Both mix.
Yes. And would you have to understand a lot of Japanese culture to get the humor? Or could someone who maybe only knows a little bit about Japanese culture go and enjoy it?
Yeah. Warai is, but not Rakugo is good.
Yes. Good. So anybody can go and understand it. And the way it is, it's very visual. So you probably wouldn't even need to understand the Japanese to enjoy it, because you just you can see with the gestures and stuff, it's very expressive. And so you don't need to understand what the guy is saying to find what he's doing funny. So Rakugo seems like, again, a decent entertainment here in Japan. So where would people go to see it? Is there, so we talked about Niwashi being in Saitama. Is there a certain prefecture for Rakugo that would be very famous?
Tokyo.
So it's around Tokyo. So very convenient, because most people who come to visit Japan, they go to Tokyo.
Yes.
And then they use that as a base. So anywhere around Tokyo. And is there, excuse me, are there different wards in Tokyo that would be more famous for Rakugo than others? So say, would people find it in Shibuya or in Shinjuku or those kind of, so Shinjuku and Shibuya are kind of the main entertainment areas. So they're the best place to go. How about a place like Roppongi?
Many foreign people.
Yes. And there's Rakugo there as well. Good, because a lot of foreigners go there because
Ginza.
Ginza, those kind of areas. So they're kind of the main places to go out, and there'll be Rakugo in all of those areas. So, if you're staying in a hotel, you can just ask at the front desk for Rakugo, or if you're in an izakaya or something and you meet some Japanese people, you can ask them about Rakugo as well. So it's very unique to Japan, the way it's done, and it's very good as well to, it's a good night out. So definitely something worth checking out if you come to Japan. Great. So what are we talking about next? Food, Japanese food.
Snack.
Japanese snack.
Can you read?
Okay, so let's turn it around. Okay, so it says take no ko no sato. Okay, so take is bamboo. Yes.
Take no ko bamboo.
So what does the sato mean on the end?
Sato is Sato, local place.
Okay.
Not city.
Yes, like a village.
Village.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes. Okay, let's try.
Takenoko bamboo.
Okay. Oh, okay. So let's give it a go. That's good. Good. Not too much chocolate.
You need chocolate?
Not too much.
Good.
It's good, and it's got a good texture as well. It's kind of similar texture to maybe, have you ever eaten like a toffee crisp or a Kit Kat? Similar kind of the wafer inside. It's almost like a bamboo wafer on the inside. So it's not tough or anything like that, and the flavors work well together as well. So thumbs up. Okay, good. So only the corn one from last time. Thumbs down.
I ate.
You ate?
Of course, yes. Yes.
You can give to a junior high school student. They can make a soup. Great. So what have we got next?
What do you think in Japanese toilet?
So daily Japanese toilet. So when I came to Japan first, I thought, what? So there's two types of toilet in Japan. So there's the traditional toilet and then there's the modern toilet. So the traditional toilet, when you go in, is basically just like a slit in the ground and you have to squat over. But we're talking about the modern one, which basically has more buttons than your TV remote on the side. There's a lot of buttons. There's a washlet, and there's different washlets for men and women, and then there's buttons at the bottom. I never know what to do. And now one heats the seat, one heats the water, and then I don't know what the other buttons do, so I don't want to touch them in case I get a big surprise. But when I came to Japan first, I thought, wow, why do they have all this? But then I came in the summer, and then when it was winter time, and the seat was hot.
Now our house hot.
Yes, and I thought, oh wow, this is good. Because in Ireland, in the old ceramic ones, when you need to go to the toilet and sit down, and then it's really cold, But in Japan, they're good. You get used to them very quickly, and I think there are people I know who have lived in Japan. And then they've left and gone back to their country. And then they've missed it so much. They've imported a Japanese toilet, or they found somewhere that sells Japanese style toilets. And it's kind of something where you think in another country, you think, oh, that's a bit weird. Why did they have that? But then when you come to Japan and you live here for a while, you get so used to it that you can't do without it then when you're somewhere else. Yeah. How about you? What do you think?
Japanese people want comfortable.
Yes.
For the toilet, it's sheet up, it's welcome.
Yes.
Sitting is warm.
Yes.
And they washing.
Yes.
And then automatic
flush.
Yes. Then bye close.
Yes.
It's now kids.
Yes.
Same as toilet hand washing.
Yes.
We just give hands, water is coming.
Yes.
Like a automatic door.
Yes.
Some other old place we have to push or something.
Yeah,
but kids waiting.
Yes.
Always waiting. But no, please push.
Yes.
No. My house is automatic.
Yes. So in people's house they have in the public restrooms where you have the sensor. When you put your hand on there, it dispenses, sensor. And if you need the soap, it does as well. Yeah. But something I find weird in Japan in public toilets is there's no hand dryer or towel to dry your hands. And I always why is it like that? But then I see Japanese men go to the toilet. They go to the toilet and then they leave. They don't wash their hands.
Washing them.
Well, most don't. They just go to the toilet and go. No. Whereas I go wash my hands and then I have to do this and
handkerchief.
Yes. But most people don't.
No.
And then so I think maybe that's why they don't have the dryers, because people don't ask for them because they don't wash their hands. But obviously if you go to the toilet you need to wash your hands. But yeah, in people's homes they have our home doesn't, but they have the dispenser where you put your hand under and the water will come automatically, and then for the soap and stuff like that as well. So there's in Japan, and its toilets are very good kind of demonstration of this as well. That in Japan, either things are very, very modern and technology based, or they're very, very traditional and very old. And in the toilets, you have the two. So when you go to a public restroom, you don't know whether you're going to get the really old one, which is just the hole in the ground, or you're going to get the really modern one, which has all the buttons and stuff so. It's kind of a bit of a lottery, but it shows how in Japan old and new live together very happily as well.
Yeah,
I think it's really, it's something that more countries could do. I think it's something that Japan hasn't yet kind of exported to, they've exported J-pop and anime, and so now they need to export their toilets as well.
Yes.
Okay, so what are we going to talk about next?
Finally, what do you know this one?
Okay, so I know the mask. The mask here is we use it. So when people are sick, they put it on. So if someone has a cold or the flu, they put it on when they go to the office. But now, this time of year, it's hay fever season, and you suffer from a lot of hay fever. So you put your mask on for hay fever.
Yes, cover.
Can you show it on the camera?
Inside.
So inside, there's like slits and stuff to basically filter the air.
This one, what do you see?
And then this one is
Mist.
basically for your allergies, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No hay fever.
Yeah. So this time of year, it really is hay fever time in Japan. And a lot of people maybe in wintertime, people wear it for colds and flus. And unlike in other countries, it's actually people with the cold and the flu who wear it so they don't spread it. And then maybe they got a week where there's no cold or flu, and then hay fever season starts, and then they have to get their masks again.
Yeah. 2 months, 3 months.
Yes.
You have to get.
Yes. And you get a lot with your eyes as well. Yeah. And does the mask help with your eyes?
No.
No?
Eyes are drops.
Yes, you need drops for the eyes. But also it's good for, you said to me when I was cycling to work, to wear the mask, because when the wind comes, it can affect you with allergies and also dry out your mouth and stuff like that, make you cough and stuff. So these masks are, you get them in not just in the pharmacies, but all convenience stores have them and stuff like that. So they're very ubiquitous here in Japan. And if you come to Japan around this time, you're going to see a lot of people wearing the masks as well. And if they're wearing them at this time of year, it's probably because they suffer from hay fever. Yeah. So it's definitely a good thing, I think, because I know you suffer a lot with your hay fever, and it's good that something like that is available for it too. Yeah.
So see that many people in train, lot of people had masks.
Yes.
Many foreigner surprised, ne?
Yes. So in America, and maybe not so much in Ireland, but in America and in larger cities like London and stuff, some people will wear masks because maybe like for car fumes, or they don't want other people's germs and stuff like that. But in Japan, it's different. It's
for
either
myself, covered.
Yes.
Allergy, influenza.
Yes. So for when people are sick, the people who have it wear the mask, and when people are suffering from hay fever, it's a help as well. So I think it's really good. Yeah. So what have we got next then?
Done.
Done? Wow. This week was quick. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we just have our junkin to do. Yes. Okay. Junkin point. Ah, no! Why do you keep winning? What's the score now?
4-1.
4-1.
Yeah.
Wait. We've done 5 videos now. Yeah, you're 4-1. I won the first one, and you've won 4 in a row. You're cheating. Yeah. But we did a good job this week. Good job. Yeah. And if you think we did a good job as well, please hit that like button, share it with a friend or two, or on your favorite social media. And we really do hope to see all of you next time. じゃあねー。チャンネル登録お願いします。